Hey there, footprinters. Chrissy back. Now, next cab off the rank is, it's just taking a little time to. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Next cab off the rank is Wilbur Ross. I mean, honestly, that man is so old. Reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin. You know? I don't know why, but, he thinks people can't guess. He thinks people will never find out things. Of course they will. They might never have found, he might have remained as this mysterious billionaire in the background, but nobody really was that interested in, and nobody was really interested in about finding out his name. But he had to say yes to Trump and come in and have a power grab. And, where people might have seen him and said, I don't know his name. Now they're all like, they've all overheard him singing Rumpelstiltskin is my name. Anyway, I thought I'd have an overview of what's happening with Wilbur Ross. I'm going to use the Golden Tarot. Again, this is a new card for me, so I have the book out at hand because they don't actually have the numbers or what the cards are, so it might take me a little bit longer, but we'll see. So just an overview. Wilbur Ross. What's happening with him? Let's have a look. So, if you watched my Sharpie Gate video, you'll see that I'm tending to think that he's gonna fall on his sword, but we'll see. What's going on for him? That is, I'm not quite sure. Let's have a quick look. What is that? That is a king, counting house. I think that might be the king of coins, but we'll have a look. Knave of coins, knight of coins. No, that's not the king of coins. Oh, it could be the king of wands. Let's have a look. Again, it's red, so 6 cups. That's swords, battens. No. Let's have a look. Part. The trumps. He's the magician. Oh, look this way. He's the magician. He's going to try and divert things. Again, it's going to take me a few minutes, okay? But I love learning these cards, and I like to think you like coming on the journey with me. This is a queen. Let's find out about this queen. So she's in the middle of things. Wow. She's not the empress. I think she's the queen of, might be the queen of cups. Pretty sure she is. Yeah, she's the queen of cups, this lady. So, what's going on with the queen of cups? He's craving some emotional stability. I think he's feeling just totally out of it. I think I said in the Sharpie Gate video that I think he's just feeling tired. He's too old for this shit, basically. So what's the current influences on him? This is an ace of, what do you reckon? I think it's coins, but it might not be. Ace of coins, it's cups. Nope. Yes, it is. It's the ace of coins. Well, what is any influence on Wilbur Ross going to be? It's going to be about money, isn't it? So, over the top of him. The Queen of Swords. This one pretty well speaks for itself. The Queen of Swords. And Queen of Investigations. Someone's looking at him and his business practices. It could be the Southern District of New York. So that's over, and he's been thinking about it. If this is what he wants to think about, well, I don't. I'd hate to think about what he doesn't want to think about. In his near future, this is a cups. It's the page of cups. This one. I'll double check that. Yeah, Page of Cups brings news, of course. Knave of Cups, Knight of Cups. No, not cups, hey? Oh, could be swords. Could be swords. Battens, coin. Ah, no, he's the Knave of Battens, so he's the Knave of Wands. They always bring news about actions and they're orators. So I think he's going to be big with news in the near future. He might decide he's going to be yapping. So they bring news. The pages, they're messengers. And they bring news, and I think he's got some news about some actions. What's underneath him? What doesn't he want to think about? This is the Knight. I think that pretty clearly says it's the Knight of Coins. Double check that. Knight of Coins, of course, they bring offers of money and stuff. So good news regarding income. Someone pure, responsible, dependable. Now this is what this is underneath him. This can often represent lawyers, or it can represent mercenaries. I think in this case it's lawyers. Because when you look at what's above him, it's the Queen of Investigations. I think he doesn't want to think about it, but I think he's going to have to confer with his lawyers. And I think if he's big with news, I think he might be better off just saying it. Again, we have the wands again. This is the king. It would appear to be the King of Wands. So, oh yes, the wand. There we are, the little wands there. There we are. There's I think I might need new glasses. The King of Wands. This is the King of Wands. This is in his recent past. The King of Wands at their worst are short-tempered, empirical, nasty pieces of work who demand a lot of loyalty. This is Trump. Trump is saying, you do this and you do what I tell you, and you make people, say what I want them to say, even if it isn't the truth. That's Trump. That's been Trump in his recent past. So what is the next step for Wilbur Ross? This is the Seven of Cups. Confusion, try and cloud the issue, maybe abuse some power that he has. But I might get a clarifier on this because but it's going to be like confusion the issue. And this is interesting because remember on the bottom, after I investigated the book, we had the magician. Oh yeah, he's got a knife, he's got a cup, he's got coins, he's got the wand. Yeah, that should got the magician. Magicians try and make you see things that aren't there. He's going to try and cloud the issue. I don't think we need any more clarification on that. But is good old Wilbur going to leave? So how about we ask that question? And so we'll ask that question. We'll just shuffle the cards a bit. These are gigantic cards. I've got some wider ones, but none this tall. These are just huge. So, is Wilbur going to fall on his sword and leave? That may be how he clouds the issue. That's a knight. I think it's the Knight of Wands. Yes, it is. It's in the Wands garb. Or the Knight of Battens. A journey or a change of residence. Yeah. I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to fall on his sword, as I said with the Sharpie Goat reading, and leave. Okay. So that's my reading for Wilbur Ross. Now what I'm going to do is just pause, get a different deck, and then we're going to look at who are we going to look at. I did a reading on John Bolton a while back. I think we might check in with El Trumpo himself, do an overview with him. Okay, so I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, footprinters, I am back. 13 odd minutes to go. What flew out? 4 of beetles, 4 of coins. Somebody's feeling a little bit insecure. Now we're going to have a look at Trump for the second half of September. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll do a Celtic cross. Very quick one, so I'll probably speed through it a bit. If I have time, I'll do a tarot to an apprentice to some, which is the word of warning, word of solace, which Johnny from Tarot's apprentice does, which is brilliant, but we'll see how we go for time. Okay, Donald Trump, second half of September. Using my Victorian Steampunk Tarot by Liz Dean, with Bev Spite doing the illustrations. So Trump in December. I know sometimes if I get a new deck, it can take me a while to become familiar with them. I used the book quite a bit with that last one. I only actually picked it up like 2 days ago. So this came out. Queen of Beetles, Queen of Coins, resources. Maybe going to something about his release. The Queen of Beetles is very resourceful. Maybe he needs to find someone to help him with resources. I don't know. We'll have a look. Okay, so what's on the bottom of the deck for Donald Trump for the second half of September? 2 of Swords reversed. 2 of Swords reversed. As you know, I don't often do reversals, so I'm not afraid of looking. But the 2 of Swords is at a crossroads, having to make a decision, and he's flustered and creating unnecessary drama. Trump? Never! Anyway, let's have a look at what the rest of the deck says. As you know, I don't do, reversals or something new to me. In the centre, the 4 of Wands reversed. 4 of Wands reversed, he is, he's not ready to proceed with whatever he was planning. He hasn't got a solid enough vote, and he wants to start something new. It's not a good time to start whatever it is he's planning, but I don't know whether that would stop him. So what's the challenge for him? Queen of Beetles. 4 of Beetles. Yeah, the Queen of Beetles. Resources. He doesn't have the resources. Yeah, he's coming up a bit short. Maybe he's not got as much money coming in as he thought. But, yeah, the Queen of Beetles. He's lost the support of, what's-her-face? Rebecca, what's-her-face? Mercer? Withdrawing from him. The Queen of Beetles. The Queen of Coins. Resources. He's actually finding it a bit hard to find the resources to do what he wants to do. Well, he'll probably... what he would probably do, I won't say. I'm not going to put myself in a position to open myself up to that sort of thing. The focus for him needs to be Nine of Equals. This is reversed, so of course he's not sitting pretty. He is alienated from his own people. He's not feeling very secure, and he feels like somebody's betrayed him. The poor thing. So he's not feeling very good about things at the moment, and he's, as with a lot of narcissistic people, it's all they can think about is how it affects them, and that's where their focus goes, and that's where a lot of and then they'll turn their vitriol onto whoever they think is causing that problem. The past, the high priest or the high priestess reversed. Wow, he's got a lot of reversals in this reading. And, the high priestess has hidden agendas and everything, and she's got lack of insight and foolishness. He's oversensitive, all the normal things with Trump. He's being stupid. I mean, Sharpie game. How stupid do you have to be to, alter a map like that and put it out there as fact? I've altered official maps before, but I've done it in an academic sense and not as fact, as an academic exercise in theory. That's fine. You don't alter an official map and then say this is what's really going to happen, because it's just not true. Okay, the high priestess. He has been lacking with lack of insight and with foolishness. So what else is new? And this is all before we even get into. This is all now. This is all based in the first half of September. Now we're getting into what's going to be happening in the second half of September. And let's have a look. Seven of Moths, upright. He's going to have to find him. He's going to be defending himself. And that's in the present. This is in the present. So he's going to be feeling he has to defend himself in some way or another. Not that he ever really does defend himself. He just says, well, this is it. This is the way it is. And I'm right. That's his way of defending himself, even when he's wrong. So he's going to be coming out with more of those ridiculous statements. More of those tweets saying how wonderful President Trump is. That's another way he defends himself, by putting himself in the third person. As if it's other people who have defended him, when it's not really the case. The near future for the president in the next couple of months. He's got a lot of wands, a lot of action. The Nine of Moths, the Nine of Wands in reverse. Now I usually look at that as building his defences, and in reverse it's stubbornness and willpower, lack of strength. He's going to be showing his stubbornness. It's not willpower, it's just stubbornness. But he's also going to be displaying an increasing lack of strength in the near future. Okay. What's in the environment around him? The Star. Hope. But it's reversed. So what he has hoping is going to happen is not happening. So it just despair. What's the reverse of hope? It's despair. It's what's the reverse of good possibilities, bad possibilities. There's not much in it. It's the environment around him is not good. And people are feeling despair and lack of hope, and they just, they're not feeling good about how things are happening. And as everyone should be aware, what's going on in your environment around you and how people feel in the environment around you can affect you as well. So people in the environment around him are projecting this, and, of course, because it's all about him. Okay, what is next is what others see. What others are seeing is justice coming in and closing in around him. I think this is more of what others want to see, not what is actually going to happen. But, you know, they're seeing this process of justice, people looking into things, investigations, the news about more investigations in the state of New York and stuff like that. Okay, hopes and fears. So, oh no, I've got fear and then hope and then outcome. So this is, yeah, okay. So his fear, Page of Moths reversed. His fear is that bad things are going to come out about him. News is going to come out about him. That's not very good. And the fear is that people are going to see him as a bully. As a bully. Well, I think that the gate's well and truly shut on that. The next one is his hope. Oh boy. He hopes that he can stop light being shone on something. This is what he's hoping will happen. Hermit goes away and they find things and they come and shine light of their shine the light of their learned wisdom. They go away and they learn and they absorb and they come and shine the light on it. He's hoping he can avoid light being shone. Now this is going to be the last card, the outcome for September, because I am running out of time on the disc. So the last card for the Magician, the outcome for September for Donald Trump. He's going to pull a rabbit out of the hat again and miraculously escape by the skin of his teeth again. Oh, dear. So that seems to be it. Anyway, look, unfortunately, I don't have the time left for the other two cards I was hoping to do for the apprentices to them. But basically, it's more of the same. For the second half, but it's like it's slowly being whittled away. There's no tower moments coming up, which means there's not going to be another brick taken out of the foundation of him. Yeah, but he is going, you know, justice has not forgotten him and it's still gunning for him, and I think eventually it will get him, especially with the five major arcanas here. 3 of which are reversed, so which aren't good for him. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye-bye.